What's up, family? All right, so we got another scandal out of the White House. Can you believe it? This time is Donald Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner. This guy failed to disclose on a questionnaire that he had met with several foreign officials. Not one, several. Now, when you do this, this can end you up in jail. I don't think he's going to end up in jail, but nevertheless, Democrats want him gone. A number of Republicans want his ass gone too, but Democrats are vehemently for getting him up out of there. Okay, so it goes like this, folks. When Jared Kushner, Donald Trump's son-in-law and senior advisor, sought the top secret security clearance that would give him access to some of the nation's most closely guarded secrets, he was required to disclose all encounters with foreign government officials over the past 7 years. But Mr. Kushner did not mention dozens of contacts with foreign leaders or officials in recent months. They include a December meeting with Russian Ambassador Sergei Kislyak and one with the head of the Russian state-owned bank arranged at Kislyak's behest. The omissions, which Mr. Kushner's lawyer called an error, are particularly sensitive given the congressional and FBI investigations into the contacts between Russian officials and Trump associates. The Senate Intelligence Committee informed the White House weeks ago that, as part of its inquiry, it planned to question Mr. Kushner about the meetings he arranged with Mr. Kislyak, including the one with Sergei Gorkov, a graduate of Russia's spy school. Mr. Kushner's omissions were described by people with direct knowledge of them who asked for anonymity because the questionnaire is not a public document. The National Security Questionnaire asks applicants for dates and details of all contacts with representatives of foreign governments. Mr. Kushner's aide said he was compiling that material and would share it when the FBI interviewed him. For now, they said, he has an intern security clearance. In a statement, his lawyer said that after learning of the error, Mr. Kushner told the FBI during the presidential campaign and transition period, "I served as a point of contact for foreign officials trying to reach the president-elect. I had numerous contacts with foreign officials in this capacity. I would be happy to provide additional information about these contacts." No names were disclosed in that correspondence. Applicants for major national security positions must submit a lengthy FBI questionnaire as part of a background check. They are asked to list the dates and details of all contacts with representatives of foreign governments. This is not just bureaucratic paperwork. The forms warn that withholding, misrepresenting, or falsifying information could result in loss of access to classified information, denial of eligibility for a sensitive job, and even prosecution. Knowingly falsifying or concealing material facts is a federal felony that may result in fines or up to 5 years in prison. Clearance holders are often allowed to amend disclosure forms and avoid punishment if omissions are deemed oversight rather than deliberate falsifications, and prosecutions are rare. Mr. Kushner is the second top White House official to have problems concerning his dealings with foreign officials. Michael T. Flynn, Trump's first national security advisor, had his security suspended and was fired for misleading Vice President Mike Pence about the content of phone calls with the Russian ambassador during the transition. Last month, the FBI Director James Comey confirmed to Congress that his agency was investigating Russia's interference in the election and the possible collusion between Trump and Russia. So, my thoughts on this, man. First and foremost, Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, he look evil. You ever seen his eyes? Look into his eyes. The dude kind of he looked real evil, like almost demonic. Now, here's the deal. If you're somebody in the Trump administration, the last thing you want to do is omit the fact that you met with foreign officials, especially Russian foreign officials, considering that Trump is under investigation by the FBI for his and Russia's conspiracy to fix the U.S. presidential election. See, so if you ain't got nothing to hide, you shouldn't have had any problem listing that information on there. You should have had no problem saying that, yeah, you know, I met with the dude and, you know, we chopped it up and here go details. You could have wrote down everything that happened, everything. You could have recorded because you have nothing to hide. But he didn't put that information on there for a reason. And that reason is because he has something to hide. See, another thing is this too. Kushner is George Soros's boy. Remember George Soros gave him $259 million for a real estate deal? So really, he's more loyal. He's going to be more loyal to Soros than he is Trump, if you think about it. I mean, somebody give me $259 million. I mean, that could buy a lot of loyalty. Think about it. This kid is not ready for prime time. He ain't ready. I don't trust him. I don't know anybody else that trusts him. I don't even think his wife trusts him. But hell, who trusts his wife? None of them, man, can't none of them be trusted, man. None of them can be trusted. All of them really need to get the hell up out of the White House. But for the fact that Kushner is cool with George Soros, that alone should get him kicked out of the damn White House. This kid is not ready for prime time. I mean, on a fundamental level, if he can't fill out a simple questionnaire, a government questionnaire for security clearance, if he can't fill that out, how much can we really trust him to do other things correctly? I don't trust him at all. No trust, no relationship. No more talk.